Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new video. And in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you the most profitable service to offer SMMA clients. There's going to be two things that you are going to need to consider to make sure that you are offering the right service to the client, the one that's going to generate them the highest return on investment and the one that's going to pay you the most. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Now, first things first is we want to pick a service that's going to generate them the highest return on investment. And so I see a lot of people, they just go straight for Facebook ads without doing much thinking, okay? And I personally think that's the wrong approach, because the thing about Facebook ads, yes, it's a great platform to advertise, but it really depends on your niche. Now, the reason why we want to pick a service that's going to generate them the highest returns, it's because it's going to make it much easier for us to sell the service. We can showcase some of the results that we've gotten for past clients. They might also be sold on the service even before you speak to them, which is the ideal situation because they've seen other businesses just crush it with that service. So it's a much easier sell on our side. The other reason is because you're going to be able to keep them on for a very long time. Because if you're making them a lot of money, well, they're not going to want to fire you. So that is the reason why we want to pick a service that's going to generate them the highest return on investment. For some niches, this might not be Facebook ads, okay? I actually had a student of mine and he was doing real estate and he was actually getting incredible results for his clients with this chatbot and messaging funnel, etc., etc. So it doesn't have to be Facebook ads. You don't have to do what everyone is doing. What I can tell you, for example, for my agency is we're not married to Facebook ads. At the end of the day, what makes us really passionate is growing brands online and growing them in the fastest, most profitable way. And so we do Facebook ads because that is where we can do that in the most profitable and fastest way, which is really our mission, right? But if TikTok ads was the platform where we could do that, then we'd switch to TikTok ads, right? And so that's really what I want you guys to keep in mind. Facebook ads is great, especially for e-commerce. You're probably going to go for Facebook ads, but really do your due diligence and understand what is the one service, online service, in-demand service, okay, that is going to generate the highest return on your client's investment. And so that is how you pick a service that is almost going to sell itself, okay? Another very brief point on that is one of the reasons why we wouldn't do TikTok ads just quite yet is simply because it's a much harder sale. A lot of clients don't even know what TikTok is, right? And so what you want to keep in mind in sales is that we're not trying to get them to see the value in the service, okay? They should already see the value in Facebook ads. Yes, you might need a little bit of conveying the value and the benefits and the outcomes that we could generate for their business, but really we want to focus on making sure that they know we are the right person to deliver the service. Quite frankly, they should already be sold on the actual service. And so that's really the first thing you want to consider when picking your service. The second thing is dropping a big thumbs up for this video. YouTube just loves when that thing turns blue and I'd really appreciate it. So drop a big thumbs up and subscribe to this channel. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. There's so much content coming out on entrepreneurship and a 360 approach to SMA with a specific focus on sales, outreach, and e-commerce. So if you don't want to miss that, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. The final thing you want to keep in mind when picking the most profitable SMMA service is the fact that you only need to pick one, okay? Now here is where I have a very different take to what I've heard in the SMMA community. And my take is that yes, you want to offer one service as a front-end offer, but you should always find ways of upselling your clients to various services that your agency can offer. The reason why you want to pick one as a front-end offer simply comes down to the fact that it is much easier for them to say no to a bunch of, a myriad of different things that they might not see the value in just quite yet, than if you just focus on just conveying the same value of one single service. You get them signed up on that service. Maybe it's actually going to cost them less because the scope of work is less, right? And once you are in their ecosystem, then you start upselling them to various services. And it is honestly a much easier sell because they've already seen how you work, right? They already have that confidence with you, right? And so the sale is much easier. For example, just to give you guys an idea, for our clients, the front-end offer is usually Facebook ads. We've actually had a client where the front-end offer was email marketing. Our goal is really to just have a 360 approach and take care of their whole e-commerce strategy with a particular focus, obviously, on the marketing, right? But we want to do their email marketing, their website optimization, their content creation, their Facebook ads, all this stuff, right? Because that's really what excites us. Building brands online is what we do, right? And so we'll get them through the door with one front-end offer, right? But then when they see the caliber of the results that we're getting them and just how we work, just the same communication or important protocols that I have in place, then it's a very easy sale, right? And not only that, but if I'm going to sell them to email marketing, I'm going to show them our vast knowledge in creating flows in Klaviyo, the type of email copy we would run, etc., etc. And so it's actually a much easier sell. For example, just to give you guys an idea, this month we upsold one of our clients that we're doing just Facebook ads for them to email marketing for $2,500 a month, right? And that transition, I can assure you, is much easier than going out there, signing a new client, getting them onboarded and all this stuff, right? It's just a much easier transition, a much easier sale. And not only that, but it excites us, right? Now we can have congruence across the whole customer journey. And that's actually going to show us better returns even on our Facebook ads, right? And so everything feeds into each other. And for the client, it's actually a no-brainer. So that is really one of the things that I want you guys to take away from this video. The fact that yes, you want to pick one front-end offer, for example, Facebook ads, for example, in marketing, whatever your thing is, especially if you're doing it for e-commerce, probably be Facebook ads. But then once they're onboarded, especially if you're doing e-commerce, find ways to add more value to them, right? Find ways to maybe, give them some, tips on their email marketing, give them some tips on their content, give them some tips on their website. So when the time is, when the time comes and the fruit is ripe, right? Your relationship is ripe, then it's very easy to upsell them to those services. Because who is the first person that they're going to think of when they think, improving their email marketing or potentially optimizing it? You, right? And it's really not a very hard sell. The final thing that I will say, just to give you guys an idea, the client that we actually upsold to email marketing, they had another agency handling that for them. Okay, but they were just doing a very poor job. And it wasn't like I was trying to start something up with the other agency, but very passively, I just let them know like, hey, you're leaving a lot of money by not having these flows in place. These are some of the flows that we're implementing for existing clients already, right? These are some of the returns that you can expect. This is literally how much money you are leaving by not having these flows or sequences and segments of people put in place, etc., etc. So that is what I would say when it comes to picking your service. Just to recap, pick the service that's going to generate the highest return on investment for your clients in your niche, okay? Mostly it will be Facebook ads, okay? But this will be niche specific. And by doing this, the service will almost sell itself, okay? So that's really the first thing. And the second thing is pick one as a front-end offer and continue to upsell your clients to different services by providing even more value so you can increase your lifetime value of that client. And it's honestly the easiest way to grow your marketing agency. So that is that for this video. Really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, drop a big thumbs up. Also leave down below any comments, any questions you may have on this video, and I'll be sure to check those out. And the final thing is, if you want to learn a bit more about the services you should pick and how to actually go about this whole thing, how to actually go about selling them, I've got a free masterclass that I put together for you guys on how to sign and keep 4-figure SMMA clients. There's not a big paywall at the end. There's nothing for sale, and just insane feedback I've been getting on it. People literally implementing the stuff and signing clients. So if you want to check that out, go ahead and do so. There's a link in the description. And as always, guys, hope everything's going well in your agency journey, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.